Here is our workshop. We have a wall, pegboard, brooms, straps, ropes, bungees, pulley. It's a little narrow here, but this is where part of the material storage is. I built this rack. Maybe throw something up later. That goes more into that. Tall stuff I could stack upright. It's angled, so if I put short stuff I could do upright here. Small bits on this side. Won't go too much into that. Sheet goods. More room than I currently need. Hopefully don't. Towards the front here, I kind of have the metalworking tools. My gas setup, a TIG, MIG, an old buzz box on that big rack back there. Again, I'll probably cover each of these individually. A bandsaw I've modified quite a bit. Works a whole lot better than it did when it came. I want more features, some sanding, a couple drill presses. I have quite a few redundant tools because a friend of mine's uncle passed away. I had a workshop and they gave me pretty much well, all those sanders and a few other hand tools, so I'm very grateful for. Looking towards the main table saw, currently using a job site saw on a stand that's working okay. What else? Here's the workbench. Designed and built this with the help of Scott and Portland Community College. And some CNC at the top. This is what I use for doing woodworking, and that's on there in general stuff to keep the underneath from causing damage to any wood projects. When metal work is due, you take this piece off. I have plans to upgrade and make that a little bit more robust. I have holes laid out on that on a 6x6 array over the whole table, the unistrut bending around it. Maybe do more detail later on that. A nice big whiteboard to capture ideas and solve fractions. Some tool belts. I can't find one that I really am in love with. I keep trying things and wasting money. I guess if you're learning, you're not wasting. Some shop clothes. I have a large, tall center area here. Some stuff to lift, but two lofts on either side. The north loft, I have some photography gear I've yet to use, but got a deal at a retirement sale for a photographer, so I could start taking pictures of things I build. What else? Not really methodical here. I have a French cleat wall. This wall is about 38 feet long, and I French cleated the whole thing. I went through a couple other iterations before that, and I should have done this first. I have other ideas for all the mistakes I've made, and I never did find a good video on if you're starting from scratch, what to think about building a shop. So I could capture some things, most mistakes I've made, things I bought I shouldn't have, when I should have bought them, things like that. So anyway, mostly the hand tools back here. Made a drill press, tools, drill bits. Well, first video, I'm blanking out. Tools, drill bits, variety of drill bits. All these are pretty simple little piece of dowel sticking in a French cleat. I could probably go over a whole French cleat idea, but got all that on that wall. Some routers, biscuiter, multi-tool, hand planer. Got a cyclone set up there. And some jigs and miscellaneous tools over here. A big sander I bought off Craigslist from a gentleman who used to only needed it for his axes, he said. So it's missing some parts, but so far my investigations have told me that any of the parts to fix this thing cost more than I paid for it. I think I got it for $90 or $100. He's asking $150. But so looking out for fixes for that. Crosscut sled I just built. Some more jigs back behind the door. This is the miter station. It's some more material storage up there. Some leftovers from a project. I built an entertainment center and since took it apart. So there's some metal stuff up there I'm gonna find something else to do with. I like this. Anybody building a miter station that wants to do dust collection, I think your best bet is to build one that has the box basically all the way around it and a big vacuum scoop at the bottom. This works really efficient. If I only cut stuff that's about this thick here, it works great then. But as soon as you go outside of that or bigger, it doesn't do much. Made a little bin on wheels to haul scraps. Got my daughter to sell me her training wheels to use from this. She made $1 there. Mechanics toolbox here. Mechanics tools in the top. Some MIG and TIG and some TIG stuff and taps and dies at the bottom. Knives, files are all in there. Got a little chemical stash. Those are mostly empty bottles, but eventually we'll start stocking things up. Squirt bottles with soap, leak detector, simple green, an old slop sink. This whole garage was an add-on that the previous owners put here. So it's got a lot of character. I don't know if it's able to see, but the floor actually slopes down on both sides with a decent pitch. So sometimes it messes with you. Anyway, vice stand, center of gravity is a little too far this way. I may put a vice on the other side. I also made it so I could easily attach it to this table. Got an anvil. This is a gift from my mom. I added the hammer and chisel, or hammer and pry bar holders on the side, and it's nice. Almost for my size, I don't bump into anything ever. Grandfather's old cabinet and workbench. We have a cooler. We got our tape, drills, and some chemicals, safety, hand gloves. I'm not sure there's any other kinds of gloves. Some funky old books I picked up at the library's book sale. We got our levels, squares, some layout tools, tape measures. Made a little array for pencils, markers, dry erase, some other things. My wonderful aunt Annika got me my first woodpecker tool, which is there, lovely T-square. I use it every chance I get, and it's awesome. Nothing too exciting in the bench or in the cabinet yet. The layout tools got moved out. I have my hand saws. Wonderful mother. I just got a jack plane. I need to do some more work in here to pretty it up, but we, like I said, built this workshop as an idea of starting a business because I really enjoy designing and building things, and hope to do that with other people who enjoy designing and building things. Some memorabilia from old cars. One thing I like about this, I think, I'm still a little undecided. Have an electrical drop and pressurized air drop that kind of hang over the corners of that end of the bench. And that's about it for now. More little tools, more storage up here. Paint kits. Currently a general contractor here in Portland, Oregon. My company's name is Supernova Design Company, and just finishing up some startup tasks. The workshop being the biggest and hopefully absolutely the longest of any of these. So that's it. Thank you. If you have any questions, let me know. Talk to you later.